Hello students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is atom. In this chapter we are going to have a detailed study of the structure of atom. That means how the particles that we have inside the atoms, that are electrons, protons and neutrons, are distributed or arranged inside an atom, that we'll have to study. So in this case, the first contribution that was given by a scientist to understood the configuration of atom, or what we can say, the first contribution in regard to the study of atom was given by a scientist called Dalton. According to him, all the matters are composed of very small particles that are called atoms, and which are what we can say indivisible. That means they could not be further split into much smaller particles. After the discovery of postulate that was given by Dalton, we have different model that will help us to have a clear understanding of details of an atom. The first model that was proposed by a scientist called J.J. Thomson, and it was known as what? Plum pudding model or watermelon model. So according to J.J. Thomson model or plum pudding model or Thomson model, what we can say that every atom consists of a positively charged sphere of radius of the order of 10 to the power minus 10 meter, in which entire mass and positive charge of the atom are uniformly distributed. And inside the sphere, the electrons are embedded like seeds in the watermelon or plums in the pudding. That means all of you are familiar with the watermelon. I will not talk about the pudding, but all of you are familiar with the watermelon. So you know how these seeds are there inside the watermelon, yes or no? So these seeds we have in the watermelons are what? They are electrons. And the other part inside the watermelon, the red part, that is what? Positive charge. Okay. For example, in this diagram, the whole sphere, suppose this is a watermelon, and the negative charge, the negative small spheres that I'm showing is what? These are electrons, and the whole other part except the negative charge, negative electrons, all other parts are what? Positive charge of the atoms, which are uniformly distributed. The total positive charge of the atom are what? Uniformly distributed over the whole atom. Is it okay? And what we can say, the total positive charge of the atom are always equal to the sum total of all the negative charge, that is the sum total of the charge of all the electrons of that atom. Right? What I say, that the total positive charge of the total positive charge of the atom is always equal to the sum total of all the negative charge of all the electrons that are embedded inside the atom. And we know that the magnitude of the charge of an electron and the proton are equal, and that is why what we can say, since the total positive charge is equal to the total negative charge, the atom is electrically neutral. Okay, I will give you a video in this I will provide a video after some time that will help you to clear your understanding. So in the Thomson model we have some drawbacks, right? And what are the drawbacks of Thomson plum pudding model? it could not explain this Practical series of hydrogen and other atom. Now what is this Practical series? That whenever we will go for the next atom, next model, that then we will get that whenever the electrons that we have inside the atom will move from different orbits, move from higher orbits to lower orbits. That concept will be clear later on, but let me tell you for the time being. Whenever the electrons we have inside the atom will move from a higher orbit to lower orbit, they will emit some kind of radiations. Okay, that is experimentally found, but in the plum pudding model we don't have any kind of evidence that an electron could jump from one orbit to another orbit, and that is why they could not emit any radiations. Okay, these limitations that you will understood after some time, after whenever we will discuss the Bohr's model, then it will be clear to you. So for the timing, you just remember what are the limitations of Thomson atomic model, that it could not explain the origin of Practical series of hydrogen and other atoms. Again, it could not explain the large angle scattering of alpha particle from a thin metal foil. Okay, that means in the next model that we are going to have is Rutherford model. And what will happen in Rutherford model, that some particles, some positively charged particles are allowed to pass through a very thin gold foil, and they will be scattered at different angle. Different alpha particles are scattered in different angles, right? And the outcome we have in case of Rutherford model that we will get next, that outcome could not be explained with the help of what? With the help of the J.J. Thomson model, right? So what I told you, that the first contribution in case of the study of atom was given by whom? It was given by Dalton, right? That we got in class 9. And according to Dalton, all the matters are composed of very tiny indivisible particles that are called atoms, right? All matters are composed of atoms, and atoms are minute particles that could not be further split again. Okay, then to have a detailed analysis, detailed study of the atoms, we have different model. The first model was what? Thomson plum pudding model, J.J. Thomson plum pudding model. And according to J.J. Thomson plum pudding model or Rutherford model, what will happen? Like in a water model, we have the seeds, right? In the similar way, in an atom, whole the positive charge is uniformly distributed, and the negative charge are embedded over it, right? The negative charge are embedded like the seeds in the watermelon. Is it okay? And in this case, the total positive charge is always equal to total negative charge of the electrons, and that is why the atom is electrically neutral. And what are the limitations? It could not explain the origin of Practical series of hydrogen and other atoms, that we will discuss. What is this Practical series, that we will clearly discuss in Bohr model. And again, it could not explain the large angle scattering of alpha particles from thin metal foil as observed by Rutherford. That means the outcome we got in Rutherford model that we will discuss later. Okay, the outcome of the Rutherford model could not be explained with the help of the Thomson model. So these are the limitations.